a bodybuilding episode. I'm going to be training my chest, shoulders, and arms. Okay, we're not going to do the back today, and maybe I'll do a little bit of legs. Okay, so I haven't worked out in about 3 days, 4 days, so it's going to be a little bit more of kind of like a whole body exercise, a whole body workout, really to just try to boost up your testosterone and growth hormone. So you guys are welcome to follow along if you want. When I bust out the dumbbells, you guys can curl the weight with me, okay? If you guys want to be involved, I think you should. I think you should do that.
When did you first start to...
So, it's going to be going live here. So guys, we're going to be live on YouTube and on TikTok. So that way we get a little bit more followers, a little bit more engagement. Please remember to comment. That would always help. Commenting, give this a like, that'll help. Tony 4T, whatever that is. Tony 4T. So we will let a few people come in and then we'll get started with the workout. All right. There's Tommy Thunder. Double tap the screen. You're the only one in here, buddy. Subscribe for more. You're the only one in here. You're the first one. So thanks for being committed to the growth of my channel. Obviously, you see that what I'm doing is right. I'm doing the right thing. I'm trying to teach men about getting strength, getting more mental toughness, and investing. I made this primarily as a men's channel, okay? That's why we do things like working out. I think that everything I do on this channel, it's good for men to see, to learn how to become stronger. Today, we're not learning about how to become mentally tough. We're learning about how to actually gain some muscle. So we're going to get started in just a moment. Hopefully we can get a lot of people to join up, and hopefully we can eliminate that shadow ban, okay? What's up, brother? Big Heavy. Keep shining on. Silver keeps shining. So right now the silver market is closed. It'll open back up in about 36 minutes. So you bet your ass I'm going to be watching silver in 36 minutes. So I don't care if I'm right in the middle of a set. I don't care if I'm right in the middle of a push-up. I'm going to stop and I'm going to check out the price of silver. You guys know it. We always watch silver first. I'm digging it. Why you shadow banned? I said some bad stuff about Obama and the GAY word. Stuff like that. And I said exposing secrets from the market makers, exposing the investing secrets. So, yeah, it sucks. Eat hamburger, push-ups, more hamburger, and push-up. Eat a lot of burgers and do push-ups. Yeah, that's good advice. That's very basic muscle-building advice. Eat a lot of hamburgers. There's Wyatt Duarte. Wyatt, you're on my TikTok now. Wait, I thought you were on the YouTube. Gotta get silver. All right, guys. You know, I kind of want to start off with some squats to just warm up the body and to train the legs, the glutes, the quads. So I'm going to start off with some squats. So Now, I don't have a squat rack or anything like that. So I use a weighted backpack. And remember, guys, hope you're having a good day. Yes. Remember, if you leave a super chat or a donation of cash, I will definitely be more likely to see your comment when I'm right in the middle of a set, okay? Because if I'm right in the middle of a set, I'm not going to see your comment probably. So guys, I want to start off with the legs. We got to get these glutes working, okay? Get these glutes working. 1, 2, 3. That's pretty good. 26 reps just to start with. J-Rock getting it in. Trying to. So, yeah, just going to hit up these legs a bit first. I love training legs. I never do it, but I'm going to start to do it more. Huge. Getting huge, guys. Trying to. Can't wait to pump up these arms. You really don't want to flex too much until, after your workout or maybe a little bit between sets, Flexing too much is really going to tire you out. It's going to burn up all that glycogen inside the muscle. So I'm not a big believer in stretching pre-workout. I like to stretch after workouts, and I like to flex in between sets. So push-ups, yeah. I'm going to be doing a few push-ups for the chest for sure. But I want to hit up these legs. Get these legs growing. Whew. At 35 that time. Starting to feel good. Most important thing is, if you want to get stronger, you got to train your legs, okay? You got to do compound movements. Ideally, I would be going heavier, but that's all the weight I have, okay? Load up a backpack, start doing some squats, guys. It's the most basic thing you can do. If you don't have a lot of equipment, you got to rely on using a backpack. carnivore and keto diet are good, yes, but carnivore and keto diet, there's no carbohydrates. So if you are on carnivore or keto, you want to keep your workouts very short and you want to go very, very heavy, okay? You don't want to have these marathon workouts because when you're on carnivore, you got to think, you really don't have a lot of glycogen inside the muscle because you're not eating any carbs. So yeah, I'm a big fan of doing very brief, very intense workouts, the Mike Menser style workout, if you don't eat a lot of carbs. Buy Ethereum. Do the Dougie clean and diet. Look at that. Thanks. Let's do a few more. Let's go, guys. Yeah. Legs are getting a little bit stronger, as they should, you know. Out of all the body parts, your legs are going to improve the fastest, okay? What's in the bag? There's a $50 bag of 1976 pennies. Jesus, the Son of God. There's Kaylee Moose. Hello. Good to see you, Kaylee. I'm in the airport, but had to say hello. Thanks for stopping in. Me and Kaylee go way back. She's a cool person and a supporter of the channel. She gives $100 a month. Thank you, Kaylee. All right, guys. It's time to pump. Time to do a set of push-ups now. All right. This is where it gets intense. You're gonna do a set of push-ups and then another set of squats. All right, guys, let's get it. Actually, let me put the backpack on. Let's get this money, guys. Get this money. A bit wider. This guy believes. What's up, dude? I'm on TikTok and YouTube. So you should just curl 30s and 40s and get 8-pound skipping rope. It's working. Okay. I'm gonna do another thing of squats. All right, guys. Any questions? Any questions? I can't really think too well when I'm breathing this hard, so I rely on you guys. Any questions? It's working. Don't stop. Okay, yeah, I mean, I'm getting to pump, yeah. All right, guys. This is where it gets tough. Should you seriously just stick to doing a fitness channel? Your investment advice is laughable. If you think that, join my Patreon. You'll see all the stocks. They skyrocketed. I'm one of the best stock pickers on the internet, bro. How long have I been working out? On and off. When I was younger, I did a lot of cardio, but now I'm more into bodybuilding. So, you know, I'm an ectomorph. I'm an endurance machine. I can't put on a lot of muscle. You know, what you're looking at is an ectomorph. So this is what an ectomorph looks like. This is like, you know, I've always been skinny. I'm not good at getting huge, but I can build a little bit of muscle, you know. Hop on Tren and HGH. Well, I would never do Tren because, well, I wouldn't say never, you know, but maybe I would give it a shot. But I'm natural. I don't do any steroids. I tried all one time when I was 21 because it was legal back then, and I blew up in about a week. Tren is really a dangerous PED. You don't want to do Tren, okay? That's a myostatin deficiency right there. Yeah. I have a myostatin deficiency. The only way you can overcome a myostatin deficiency is by doing heavy compound movements, because that will, you know, shut off the myostatin, or it'll allow you to build more muscle, whatever, if you do heavy compound movements. All right, let's do another squat. Yeah, if you do more compound movements, it'll like turn off the gene that controls myostatin, so it'll allow you to put on more mass, you know. I love it. I love training legs. Helps you put on so much more mass. Guys, now that I added in those squats, I think you're gonna see me start to look even better. It's gonna help my body massively, okay? Tom Platt says that high rep squats have the ability to transform the entire physique, okay? Mike Mentzer says that as well. If you wanna get big, you gotta squat, okay guys? You gotta squat. Some people are born with no myostatin regulation. They just grow like weeds. Yes, some professional cyclists has it. Yeah, I saw that cyclist too. I seen everything, guys. I seen his legs are massive. But legs, they will take a lot out of you. And when you see guys throw up in the gym, it's because they're training legs, you know? See, right now, you got to let your body correct the oxygen deficit. Right now, my body is very low on oxygen because the legs just sucked it all up. Bro is out of breath, yeah. He just did a set of 25. I think I probably did like 35. It felt like 35. So now we're gonna move on to another set of push-ups. Guys, I'm all about those compound lifts. The bench press, the squat, and shoulder press, the barbell row, pull-ups. You gotta hit those compound movements, all right, guys? Yeah, I get out of breath easy. I used to smoke. I used to be a smoker, so maybe that hurts me. He just did a set of, yeah. Is it true wearing a hat while you work out gives you better gains? Yeah. Yep. It's true. Definitely true, guys. So, bro, you're huge. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So, just getting ready for another set of push-ups. Remember, you shouldn't eat before you do really, really heavy workouts. Your body will get better at being able to digest food during your workouts. But ultimately, you don't want to have your systems competing. You know, you're going to have your blood trying to digest your food. You want your blood to be circulating and throughout the muscle tissue. So that's why you don't want to eat too much. I just ate a whole bunch of eggs and oatmeal. So my body's having a hard time because of that. But I digress. Shoulders are coming in, he says. You're a white Ronnie Coleman, yeah. So yeah, let's do another set of push-ups, guys. And remember, please share this video. It really helps. Give a comment. It helps the algorithm. So help me out, guys. That's how it's done. I'm gonna go kind of wide. Really hit that chest. A little bit wider. All right, let's hit this chest, guys. Let's make it count. guys. Any questions? So make sure you run a caloric surplus, else it's all for naught. Never all for naught. If you work out in a calorie deficit, you're gonna get more ripped. See, like this? That's what happens when you work out in a calorie deficit. You get ripped, bro. It's okay. As long as you're doing, you can eat in a calorie deficit, work out in a calorie deficit. But if you do want to train with a calorie deficit, you got to keep your workouts a little bit shorter and you got to go heavier. Okay. Cheddar, how many viewers in? We got 10 viewers on. For TikTok, there's 3. For YouTube, we got 10. I'm going to do one more set of push-ups. But guys, please help share this video. That really helps. We are currently shadow banned, so please help share it. It really, really helps. All right, guys. Okay, guys. I'm going to share this with my Facebook, okay? So it might go away for a second, but I'll be back, all right? I'm going to share it with the Facebook now. All right, there it is. There it is. I just shared it with my own Facebook. So hopefully we get some new viewers coming in from there. Thank you, My Music. Share it. I'm gonna do one more set of push-ups. So yeah, everyone wants to know, how many sets of squats should I do? Well, just keep on doing them until your legs start to feel fatigued, or you want to try to lift harder than last time. You want to go a little bit heavier than last time. Add in a couple extra reps, a couple extra sets. Always want to challenge yourself. You want to really challenge yourself and then back off to let the body heal. All right. So give yourself a couple real hard workouts and then take a few days off. You know what I mean? You got to get plenty of time to rest. So we're going to do another set of push-ups. Let's get this chest pumping, guys. Let's get it pumping. All right, this is going to be the set. This is going to be the one. We're just going to get this chest so pumped up. All right, guys, get down on the floor and give me 20. All right, let's get 20. All of you guys, if you want to participate, let's get it, okay? Getting too hard. I don't think I can do it. I'm gonna have to cheat. All right, guys, that's it. That's it for the chest. That's all you need, If you really give it 3 good sets, that's all you need, guys. On your last set or your last 2 sets, you can do a couple forced reps. You can do a couple drop sets, drop the weight and keep on going. That'll ensure you get a really good pump and you really tear down that muscle fiber, okay? Remember, your workout, your goal should be to tear down your muscle fiber. And then when you're resting, you gotta build it back up, all right? So you gotta give the body time not only to heal, but also time to grow. So rest is just as important as your training, all right? Buy more silver. Yes, buy more silver. Thanks everyone for being in here today, watching me get a pump going. I gained a couple pounds, but I've also been taking a little bit of creatine too. So yeah, I've been taking a little bit extra creatine and eating a little bit more carbs. So I think I'm looking full today. I'm looking a little bit full. John, here for the support. Thanks. Yeah, guys, please help share this video. We're going to give it one more set of push-ups. Now, my triceps are already killing me. So I don't even know if I should do another set, you know, but I really want this chest to grow. So let's give it one more set, okay? One more. My triceps are really killing me. I've been hitting them a lot lately. How many sets have you done right now? I did a lot. I did 3 sets of legs, 3 sets of push-ups. Let's do it one more. Let's give it one more set. All right, guys, hit that like button. Let's cheat. Okay. My triceps were out first. That can happen.
When did
Now we got to get serious, guys. We got to do the isolation work. Got to isolate the triceps and the chest and the biceps and the shoulders. See that? Now you could tell we got shadow band. We were doing really, really good. I was on a winning spree, and now you shadow band. So, but it's okay. I'm gonna power through it, and I know eventually we'll start getting views again. Okay? You got to be strong, guys. If you want to start your own business, you're gonna have good times and you're gonna have bad times. This is one of those bad times where you got to have that mental toughness to get you through that tunnel, and you'll come out the other side, and we're all going to make it, guys. We're all going to make it. Okay? Yeah, yes. If you're only doing 3 sets, add in some forced reps at the end or some drop sets. You really got to push that muscle to that pain period, to that, and you got to, that's what Arnold said, the pain barrier or whatever. You got to feel a little bit of pain, okay? That's going to give you that signal to grow. And what causes pain more than 23-pound shoulder raises? Take a little rest. Cuban press. No, never did a Cuban press. Whew. Malibu's most wanted, yeah. Hey, we got 22 viewers. Coming back up. We're coming back up, guys. We're coming up. We're coming up. Decent exercise. Cuban press. Okay. But yeah, I do got to do some presses, guys. Let's do some presses. It's tough, guys. It's tough. Any questions? You look like you'd put up a good fight against my favorite fighter, Jay Moore. Sure, I'll fight him. I'll fight anybody for money, dude. Don't insult Jay Moore. How long have you been working out? Years, months? Just a couple of months. Hit that subscribe button. Nah, I've been going heavy now for about 6 months or more. 6 months, 8 months. Yeah. Doesn't take a long time to get a good physique if you're an ectomorph, you know. I always have low body fat, but if you're a mesomorph, you might want to work out differently than I do, you know. Ectomorphs want to use a little bit higher reps. We have a lot more slow twitch fibers, okay? So if you're the kind of person that's real skinny, you might need to do a few more reps because you have probably mostly slow twitch fiber, okay? Talk about your best trade. My best trade was a penny stock that went up 73x. It's called Herborium Group. So that was my best trade. It was a penny stock. I made 73 times my initial return, which was $100. Went from $100 to 7,300, just like that, within a few days. See how start off with the heavy one. You pick up the light one. Let's take a little rest, guys. Take a rest. We're gonna hit up the biceps, all right? If you guys got any questions, ask them now, homies. 100% fake. Your goal is fake. Okay. Okay. Next. It's real. He answers the question 10 times a day. Yeah. Should I get rid of the chain, dude? I don't want to get rid of it, but we got a lot of haters in here because of the chain. If I don't have the chain, they'll hate on something else, though. You know? They're always going to hate on something. The live froze, John. It's okay now. Yeah, it froze. That's why we lost viewers. Why did it freeze? Strange. Never used to do that. We used to be up to 60, 70 viewers. Now all of a sudden, we got 15. It's obviously shadow banning. I wish I could sue, or something, because that's really hurting the channel. I'm going to have to call up YouTube and ask them what's going on. So, can you prove it's real? I don't want to, nor do I care to. And if I do prove that this chain is real, what will you give me? Answer is you're not going to give me anything. So please don't ask about the chain anymore, okay? Because even if I take the time to prove that it's real, you're not going to really care, And also, fake chains have been stamped with 14K. I've seen plenty of chains that were fake that said 14K. So I can show you that it says 14K and you're not gonna, it would not matter, These days, a stamp does not really matter, okay? If you buy a silver coin that says 999, it could still be fake. There you go. There you go. Call him up. With all his viewers, it's got to be real. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's real. So who cares? Who cares if it's real? Who cares if it's not real? Does it really matter? Does it affect you? This is my $9,000. Does it affect you? No. You dumb idiot. So let's get it. Let's get it. Okay. I'm still out of breath. I'm still low on oxygen. Yeah, guys, today it was like 40, 50 degrees out. It's not 9K. Yes, yes. Your chain is faking it just like you. Yeah, this muscle's fake. That's fake. I'm wearing a muscle suit, okay? You guys are funny. Mamba, drop it or I block you once. Yeah, you're allowed to block him. Do whatever you want, dude. Do whatever you want. Just don't ban everybody, okay? We only got 15 people in here. And we got to do some curls, guys. Curls for the girls. No. Curls for yourself. $17. All right, guys, let's pump it. Pick up that dumbbell and follow along. Does that make you taller? Let's get this money, guys. We got 13 reps. 1-3, guys. Let's get it. We need clean money. Maybe I could do a couple sets for the triceps. Nah. Screw it. I'm doing another push-up set, boy. Let's do another set of push-ups. Let's get these arms pumping. Big strength difference between the left and right side. No. I think they're the same. I did 13 reps with both. Yeah. People always say one side looks better than the other. It's just because of lighting, probably. It's got to be the lighting.
A 37-year-old woman.
I'm going to make this one for a short on TikTok, all right? We're going to do this one as a TikTok short, guys. The chain must cost like 500K, so much gold. I think it's worth about 8,500, 9 grand. But that's nothing. That won't even buy you a house, you know? I don't even think about making an investment unless I can at least triple my money, you know? Let's go, let's go. Let's get these push-ups, guys. Let's hit it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, guys. See how I was shaking a little bit? That's how you know you got a good workout. You gotta shake. That's how you do it, guys. John has a decent physique. Haters with no PFP or videos talking shit. Yeah. Chad, to be fair, his pipes and chest look decent. Thank you. For the back. I don't even know if I have a decent back because I can't see it. All right, I just made that as a TikTok video when I did ups. Let's see how many views we get on the TikTok. Now remember, guys, it's not always about, you know, your reps, your sets. It's not always about having perfect form. It's really about the intensity. okay? So if I want to do reps, if I want to do it like this, as long as you use good intensity and as long as you keep the weight on the muscle and you don't cheat too much, okay? I'm actually a big fan of cheating, but do not cheat too much because then you can actually hurt the joint, okay? Kids don't wear ripped jeans. Oh shit, bro. Silver's back. We're gonna find out together what she's worth. Right here. Oh shit. Down $1.40. Silver's doing okay though. 77.46, bro. Doing okay. What's up? Yeah, doing all right. So, just gotta let me breathe. And we'll do a little bit more. I want to get these triceps pumping, so we'll just do a couple of these. Nope. It's useless. That's 13 pounds. It feels like 25, guys. If you do push-ups, you do not need to do anything for your triceps. You don't need to do any tricep isolation work. Just push-ups and bench press and dips is enough. So, that's right, guys. See a little here. But I do want to hit the biceps a little bit better. So we're going to use a supinated grip this time instead of a hammer curl, okay? And I'm going to stabilize the weight by pinning my elbow against my side, all right? This is how we do it. We're going for reps. Really started to feel the pain there, so I stopped. When it hurts too much, you don't necessarily want to keep pushing through, okay? You want to get that little bit of pain and then stop. Yeah. All right, guys. Any questions? Good set. Thank you. Yeah. You see, I like to bounce it there a little bit, just like that. Because I believe that stretch is very important, okay? You don't have to do that, but it's kind of a technique that I like, you know, just bounce it a little bit just to get that stretch. That stretch builds muscle. Ever hear of the incline dumbbell curl? It's because of that stretch. That's what Lou Ferrigno was doing in the movie Pumping Iron. He was doing 100-pound incline dumbbell curls like this. I remember when Lou's dad grabbed the weight, he could barely hold it. Lou was doing that with one hand. All right, guys. Now I'm going to do a hammer curl because hammer curl lets you do more weight. So I should have a little bit better form on this one. All right, guys. This is how to do the hammer curl. You want to really focus on letting it down. You want to control it on the way down, control it on the way up. It's getting tough. Swing it a little. It's okay to swing it at the end. And you do the other arm. Alright, guys. This is how to do the hammer curl. And like I said, when you get tired, swing it. You want to really focus on letting it down. You want to control it on the way down, control it on the way up. It's getting tough. Shit. Yeah, I'm feeling that now. I feel like I want to get out the old measuring tape. What do you think, guys? Should we measure it? Let's measure it. It's about 37 and a half. Still ain't really growing. But like I said, guys, the only way my arms are going to get bigger is if my body weight gets bigger. My arms are already maxed out for the size of my body. Can't you tell? So if I stay at 165 pounds, my arms really will not get much bigger. Through lots of isolation work, maybe I could add a little bit. Okay? But guys, if you want to get bigger arms, you got to get bigger. All right? All right, guys, let's get a high rep set. Let's do light weights, okay? Shit. I'll make this a TikTok as well. Might as well make a ton of TikToks because sometimes the TikTok viewers are also going to come over here. So, okay. All right, guys, if you want to finish off your biceps, try to get a good high rep lightweight set, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. It's getting hard now, so I'm going to swing it a little bit. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. That's hurting so bad, might as well stop. If it hurts that bad, you don't have to keep on pushing through, because that's how you get an injury. All right, guys? All right, guys, if you want to finish off your biceps, try to get making some TikTok vids. All right, guys, we're going to hit this arm up. So again, this is a finisher, okay? Especially if you're an ectomorph. Ectomorphs like higher reps because we got more slow twitch fibers, okay? So definitely, if you're an ectomorph, put in one of these sets as a finisher, okay? You got to do as many as you can, all right? But there's no need to do like 30, 40, 50. Try to hit 20, 25, okay? Let's go. Supinate it now. I like to switch from a hammer grip to a supinated grip when it gets harder. And sometimes vice versa, okay? Okay, that's really hurting. Rest, gotta rest for a second. It's hurting too bad. All right, let's go. It's hurting bad. So rest for a second, let the pain stay, and then hit it. Okay, that's enough. All right, guys, yeah. If you're midway through a set and it's hurting so bad, just rest for 5-10 seconds. And that will help development even more, okay? I really believe that. It'll help your body develop faster, okay? And you can do what's called pause reps. I think that's what it's called. You do one rep, and then you stop. Then you do another one, and then you stop. All right? Let's check it out again. Of course, if I was more hydrated, my arms would be a little bit bigger too, you know? Tiny bit bigger, but yeah. Shit, guys, I'm looking good, dude. Looking good. John, you should read some Charles Poliquin books. He's a wealth of knowledge. Charles Poliquin. Charles Poliquin. Bro, I don't have any time to read books. With all my spare time, I do videos. Dude, I work full time. I work approximately 50 hours a week at Burger King. And then I come home and I do YouTube. I work anywhere probably from 14 to 18 hours a day. I have a lot of stuff that I want to read already, bro. Okay? to get this money, guys. Hit that subscribe button. Ooh, lightheaded. You don't want to faint, guys. All right. How's it going, Megs? Oh yeah, the Megan lady. There's a real person on the hour. Hey, what's up, everybody? What's up, Megan? Living the dream, as I like to think John would say. We are trying to live the dream. We're trying to build up our bodies, build up our wealth. Really, building your wealth is just as important as building your body, okay? If you can build enough wealth, that means your family is going to be taken care of, okay? Means if they need to go to the doctor, you can take them to the doctor. If you're rich, you can homeschool, so you don't have to put your kids through public schools. If you're rich, you can do a lot of things. You can go on vacations, guys. Number one, we got to get rich, okay? And number two, we got to get ripped. All right, guys. Any questions? Just watching the price of silver. John would definitely say that, no doubt. Have subscribed, Megan. Yeah, Megan, hey, it's good to meet you. And I saw you in here before, you know. Wow, we got an actual woman in here, you know. Provided that is not a man that says they're a woman. We've gotten those before too, you know. A lot of freaking men that look like women. But hey, 2026, anything goes, guys. But any bodybuilding questions? Looks like I'm her first follower. Wow, she just created an account and then she came over to my channel. Weird. That's kind of weird. But that's usually what men do. They'll make an account look like a female and then come on over to my channel. I've seen it a million times. So, Meg, are you a woman or are you a man? Does not matter as long as you subscribe, okay? Hit that subscribe button, guys, if you want to get ripped and get rich. I'll be building like a bid like John. Building like a body. She's going to build a body like me. Yes, you got to get good pecs, Megan. Got to work on these pecs, okay? Noodle arms, come on. My arms are as big as they're going to get until I gain more body weight, you know? You can't put a 20-inch arm on a 160-pound body, okay? That's what Menser says. And that's true. You know, my arms are not going to get any bigger. Not really. Until I can get up to 175, 180, 185. Then my arms will be bigger, yeah. Tell him. You got a lesbo basketball coach looking mustache. Who's this Megan girl? Let me click on her. Megan. Dixon. Megan Dixon, yeah, that's a man. Because any people that have the name Dixon, it's usually a man. Yeah, that's funny. Which makes me also think you could hurt the channel too. We don't really want any scammers on here. Remove. Yeah, we're gonna get rid of Megan because I think her last name is Dixon. Yeah. We're getting rid of Megan. That's definitely a dude. Guarantee you. You know how the guys always say Dixon Mayaz? Her last name was Dixon. That means she's a man and she's a troll. So yeah, we don't want none of that. We don't want any men trolls. So yeah, 100% Megan is a fraud. So she had an account since 2016. Well, she's gone. Okay. So any questions, guys? There are no women here. Yes. Wishing it spanking. Look at the line. So silver is down to 76.84. Pulling back down a little bit. But that's the way it goes. We're up, we're down, we're up, we're down. Dude, I gotta rest. My body is done. Mustache and any got an Audi. Yeah, Megan. We don't need any more people with the name Dixon, okay? They're always scammers. Did you hear about that lady that got shot by ICE? Isn't that messed up, dude? These ICE officers, they're not even real cops, I don't think. So how can they have guns? You know, but it is what it is, you know? So obviously Trump's thing is not working if innocent people are getting killed too. You know, they should have never shot that person. They should have just let her go. You know? They should have just let her drive away and then got her later. Why would they shoot her? So this is just crazy, guys. This is just crazy. If I see you still, I'm taking your goop. Dude, shit. Looking pretty good. Yeah, dude. I can't wait till springtime. Be walking around like this. You know? The ladies are going to be staring for sure. And the men are going to be staring, you know. I ain't into that, but they do, you know. If I see a dude that's just jacked out of his mind, I'm going to stare. It doesn't mean I like dudes. It means I like muscle, you know. I'm not physically attracted to a muscular physique. I'm mentally attracted to it. Because if I see a guy with muscle, I want to go talk to that dude and I want to say, bro, what are you on? How do I get big like you? You know what I mean? So, hell yeah, dude. I like it when dudes come up to me and they're like, how'd you get so jacked? You know, I just tell them, you know, do this, you do compound movements, you got to eat 120 grams of protein a day, you know. And then I'll say, hey, I got a channel too. Why don't you subscribe to my channel? Then I can teach you a little bit more about weightlifting there. So, hell yeah, dude. You got to walk around your town with no shirt. You get massive amounts of attention. All the ladies are staring to just boost your confidence through the roof, you know. How do you think I feel, guys, looking like this? Pretty good. I look like I'm on gear, you know, almost. But yeah, imagine if I went on gear. I'd look pretty good. I would look pretty freaking amazing if I went on even a little bit of test. You know, if I did a 16-week cycle of test primo, I would be looking pretty amazing, you know. I'd probably blow up on YouTube. When did you start this channel, John? I think 2 years ago. My original channel got taken down, and then I started this one. So I've been going at it, dude. I've been working hard for like 2 years straight, just doing my full-time job and doing this just full-time. I haven't been making any money at all until just about 2 weeks ago. And now I make, sometimes I make 5 cents on a video. Sometimes I make 25 cents on a video. So it's going, you know. Building a business it's a long process. So, you know, one day I hope to be one of the biggest fitness influencers and stock traders. So yeah, this is like all men's channel, everything for men, making money, building up your body. We talk about female nature, how to get girls, how to recognize if your woman's a good woman, how to recognize red flags. We talk about all that stuff, and I am a wealth of knowledge. So this is really for younger guys, you know, that want to learn about female nature, learn about making money, learn about leveling up their life. So if you know any younger guys, please send them this channel. All right. So prove it. It's a grind. Yeah. You're on your own grind, so you know. A lot of men on this channel are doing their own grind. They're trying to get rich. They're trying to come up. And I try to give you guys as much encouragement as I can. And, you know, sometimes, you know, it gets to me, guys. Working nonstop, just having to do YouTube videos, just being forced to. I have no choice. I can't take a day off because then all these other YouTubers are going to gain ahead of me. I'm trying to pass them. You know what I mean? So I got to have that mental toughness. So, and sometimes it's not easy to be this elite, to be this alpha. It's not that easy, okay? I can't tell if you're being serious or joking. Guys, I'm usually serious, okay? Yes, it's not easy to be this alpha all the time, working 18 hours a day. But I do my best. So I appreciate any likes that we can get, any shares, any follows. All right. Thank you. Thanks for that. The chest is coming in too. The abs coming in. Arms. Yes, GG. All natural, guys. I don't take any juice. Maybe someday I would, but I don't take any juice currently. Okay. In the past, yes, I did super draw, but that was only one time. That was for 6 weeks. And I can tell you right now, guys, if you're going to use pro hormones, you'll blow up. But then when you stop, you're going to lose all the muscle. And not only that, you will lose extra muscle. Because when you stop those steroids or those pro hormones, your testosterone is going to be below what it was before you started. Okay. So that's why you guys should really be, I should discourage you from using steroids. You don't want to use steroids. Try to stay natural as long as you can. All right, guys? You got to stay all natural. And the only time I think you should ever use PEDs, you know, is if you are going to be making money. Like if you are a YouTuber and your body is your source of income, then maybe you could argue it's okay because you need that money to survive. Okay. Or if you're competing, if you're going to be a top competitor, if you want to try to be the best in the world, then you're going to have to get on a little bit of juice, okay? We're talking test, trend, deca, D-ball, EQ, T-ball, you know, clenbuterol, Clomid. You're going to have to do all the ancillaries. You're going to have to take all kinds of stuff if you want to be the best. You're going to have to take thousands of milligrams of juice if you want to be on Ronnie Coleman's level, Dorian Yates, Arnold. You know what I mean? You are blank with me. I know. I'm not messing with you, bro. I'm not messing with you. I am all natural. I always tell the truth. Always, you know. I just told you I did Superdraw one time. I was 21. I blew up, and then I got even smaller after I came off of it. So steroids are not the way to go. But I am willing to answer questions on steroids if you're curious about that. Yes. So you're albino. I'm not albino. No, I'm not an albino. That's funny though. I'm an albino, guys. This guy is during Kruger during personified. Dunning-Kruger personified. I don't know who that is, dude. All I know is, oh, guys, here's a good food. Sardines, okay? These are the chicken of the sea, wild-caught sardines, and they have a ton of protein in them, okay? Not only that, but sardines have bones. The bones give your body calcium, okay? So these are really, really good. All right? Add these to your diet if you want to build muscle and you want your bone structure to get stronger because it's got all the calcium. All right? So, guess what, guys? For dinner tonight, I'm having 2 cans of sardines. And I'm probably going to make some eggs and some other stuff. And vegetables. And I'm going to have some olive oil. You got to have olive oil every day. Olive oil is good. My grandma used to make me drink cod liver oil. That stuff was pretty sick. But definitely it's good for you, okay? Definitely is good for you. How embarrassing. This guy is... How embarrassing. Okay. We should get a few more viewers because I think the settings automatically only have certain comments on. And that's maybe what's hurting us too. So now I just allowed all comments. And sometimes the comments will just go away completely. And I think that's YouTube is just part of the algorithm that's suppressing us. We're shadow banned. So it gives precedence to other channels. And we oftentimes get the slower part of their network, I guess. The non-responsive part of their network is what I'm running on probably. Cod liver oil tastes bad. Yes, but it's good for you, okay? All of your cell membranes have omega-3 fatty acids, so that's really good for your cells. You have over 100 trillion cells in your body. They all need fatty acids, okay? The essential fatty acids. Get them away. Who ate your shirt? I did. Can't comment on any of your shorts. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, dude. You know, I'm not an expert on this. I have no idea. So I've been doing YouTube, but no one taught me. I'm kind of self-taught, so I really have no clue how to. Let me check settings. I think it's in settings. Community moderation. Comments on. All right, I'll allow all comments. Okay, let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. I allowed all comments. Doesn't matter what it is. So we will see if that helps us get more views, okay? Dude got like 16 views at some point. You have to ask why. Why? Because last week we were getting 70 and 80. Now, should I quit just because it's going through a hard time? No. What would that teach you guys? That would teach you guys that it's okay to give up. I'm not trying to send the message that it's okay to give up. I want you guys to keep fighting no matter how hard it is to become rich and become stronger. Okay? So even though we only have 17 people in here, we got to stay strong because there's light at the end of the tunnel. All right, guys? So yes. When I first started this, I was lucky to get 1 viewer. Now we have 17. So there's always a bright side. When I had 1 viewer, you could say the same thing. Why? Well, because I had a dream that we would one day have 17. Today, that dream has come. Okay? You got to take your personal growth one step at a time. You're not going to go from 0 to hero in a week or a month or even a year or 2 years. It's going to be a grind, guys. Guys, if you want to get rich, you're going to have to grind. You have to accept that. If you can't accept it, then you're not going to get rich. Unless you get extremely lucky. But money that you get lucky on, that money is not likely to stay around, okay? If you make fast money, you're probably going to just blow it. But if you know how to work and how to grind, then you're going to value that money and you're going to be less likely to blow it, okay? Yo, you breastfeeding my guy? Save some females for the rest of us. That's what he says. I don't think so, buddy. They're all mine. Because I enjoy it as well. Yeah, I mean, I don't really, my friends are all busy. My one friend, he's a drug addict. So we just talk on the phone every couple of months. I don't really need to hang out with him because he's just a drug addict, you know? And my other buddy, he's got his own business. And I never see him because he's always running his own business. So you guys, I see you all the time, you know, and it gives me, you know, makes me happy to talk to friends, you know. Machiavelli, My Music Gen X. We talk about stocks, dude. You know, this is good for people that don't get out in the world. You know, if I didn't talk to you guys, I probably wouldn't talk to anybody. For real. I would sit in my apartment. I'd be working out all by myself. If it wasn't for you guys, the only person I would have talked to was the girl at the grocery store, because I went to the grocery store. So if it wasn't for you guys, I would have only talked to one person today. You know how like depressing that is? You wake up, you do your whole day, and you talk to nobody. So you guys help keep me sane. You guys help keep me from going crazy, you know? It gives me a little bit of have back and forth talk, and we argue, and you know, that's what friends are for. You know, you guys call out my weak points, you know. Somebody said I had a bird chest. And I said, you know, thank you for calling it out. You guys are brutally honest. And I appreciate that. You said I had a bird chest. So you see now I'm doing more push-ups. Okay? Thank you, dude. Thank you. Yeah. And please call out more of my deficiencies. If you think my biceps are too small, tell me. And I'll try to pump them up. Okay? Thank you, guys. Thank you. My Music Gen X. You got shadow banned because of the algorithm. Must have been something in the live that... Yeah. Something. Probably the GAY word. Or, yeah, it could have been that. I think it might have been that, the GAY. Because people say that word all the time, and then I repeat it. You know, it's okay. It's okay. The channel is going to pump back up. It's just a matter of time. You see, we already got 21 viewers in here. I have a feeling next stream we're going to have 40, and the stream after that we'll have 50. So, yeah, it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. The weather is insane, brother. You know, let's see. I'll just tell you the truth. It's 39 degrees right here, okay? You know, and obviously I live in New York, okay? It's 39 degrees. Okay. 39. It was so hot, the snow's melting. I noticed a rust spot on my car. There was no rust on my car before the winter. Now we're only about a month or two into winter, and I got a rust spot. I paid $2,900 for my car. It's already rusting. You know, I'm pissed. Dude, I'm pissed. Because I think water got in there, and then it expanded, and just, it popped it. And now I got rust. But that's why I want to move down to like North Carolina or Georgia, because your car's not going to rust. So that's what I'm trying to do, guys. I'm trying to get rich. You know that. I'm trying to get rich on gold and silver, and then I'm going to move down south. That was my whole plan to do with Kobe and my mentor, but these guys kind of left me high and dry, and now it's my own plan. Now I have to get rich by myself, and I have to go down south all by myself and start a new life down there without my mentor. He gave up on me. Okay? So it is what it is, guys. I'm a loner. Maybe that's just how I'm supposed to be. And but I don't think it's going to be that way forever. Eventually I'm going to find a partner, and it's going to be great. We're going to have a family. It's going to be great. My name is Greg. His real name is Greg. I mean, I should have known that your real name wasn't My Music Gen X. Thanks, Greg. Thanks for being here. I hang out with my wife, go to work, and work out. Yeah. Yeah, dude. That's good. You got a wife. I'm gonna get a wife eventually. And that's all you need. That's all you need. You know, your wife, a couple of friends, and then you keep trying to move forward in life. You know, you have kids. I think that's the goal. That's the goal in life, is to have kids and to pass on your knowledge to them, you know, so that they can become rich, and pass on some of your wealth to them, pass on your business to them. That's really my dream, to have kids and then teach them, and then have them homeschooled. And my dream, I will stop at nothing. I will stop at nothing. Nothing will get in my way finding a wife, having kids. Okay? Anyone else? Well, that comment is not really... I'm going to have to give that guy a little mouth. He says, edging to this. Timeout for 5 minutes. I'll be nice. 5 minutes. Look at that. We already got 23 viewers, okay? Face it. People haven't respected you and your channel is a failure. 12. Now we have 22. People do respect me and they have respected me, but I don't need the respect. What I need to do is just put out the information. People will do with it as they will. I put out all of the gold stocks on my Patreon, and I charge money for that. I'm trying to make the money. I'm trying to do a side business. This is my side hustle, guys. Okay? Yeah, sometimes it's a lot of work for low pay, but it's all going to work out. It's all going to work out in the end. It's only a matter of time before we blow up. I really feel that way. Guys, you have to have the confidence, okay? If you don't have the confidence, it's never going to happen. All right? Chest is pumped. Good, he says no homo. Yeah, thank you. My chest is pumped, bro. Thank you. I am working on the chest because the guys, they said I had a bird chest. Somebody on this channel said I had a bird chest. I think my chest is already getting bigger, guys. A little bit bigger. So guys, yeah, call me out if you think that, you know, that's how Arnold was with Franco Columbu. Those guys used to be brutally honest. If Franco thought that Arnold's legs were too small, he would tell him, you know. So yeah, you guys, it's okay. Tell me if you think my abs aren't sharp enough, you know. All right. Weather has been dismal. Yeah, the weather's been pretty bad. We've been getting snow, sleet. The slush is like this deep. I walk outside, it's like, and then my feet get wet. And then I have to work for a 10-hour shift at Burger King with wet feet. You know, and to be honest with you, it doesn't even bother me. I've been through so much shit. I've ridden my bicycle 7 miles to work, 7 miles home through the pouring rain. And I'm just going, Satan, you can't stop me. You know, I got God on my side. I will be successful. You cannot stop me from getting my family, getting my house. And, you know, Satan is not going to stop me, okay? I know it's him. Satan wants bad things for you. Satan wants to take you to hell, okay? He wants your soul forever. You got to tell Satan straight, point blank that that's not going to happen. And I think it helps when you tell... But who doesn't like... Never mind. I'm giving you the plays, John. Yeah, Kobe. Saw that same chain and pendant at Michael's for $14.99. $14.99. Yeah, I kind of doubt it. Even if it was a fake, they'd probably still want like $180, you know. But a real one like this, you know, retail on this is like $20,000, and then you see them on sale for $12, you know. And this chain retail would probably be like $9,000-$10,000. So this is really like $20,000. But I only look at the melt value. What does it melt for? Put it on the scale. What is it worth? That's all I care about, is just what does it weigh? You know, I don't care about resale value, really. I don't care about the MSRP, the retail price, because the retail price of this would be crazy high. This $20,000. Okay. But yeah, you see them for 12 usually. And if they're used, maybe $5,000. 4,500 probably. Well, yeah, now it might even be more than $5,000. Giving you the plays. So my name is Matt. He don't have any kids, only watch them from the bushes. Put a shirt on. Cats and dogs. John is a legend. John, every man, you're no better than he is. If you don't respect John, you don't respect yourself. Thank you. You gotta respect, guys. Chest is good, John. So shoulders, you need lats and tries, mid back. Okay, I gotta work on my mid back. Yes, dude. I have not been doing my pull-ups. I don't really even do that many rows. You saw when I did rows before. I do rows like sometimes I don't even do them at all. You know, I think I did rows like 2 or 3 times in the last month. But I need to do more rows, and it says I need triceps a little bit better. I mean, I'm trying to, my triceps. Triceps are decent, I think. But yeah, obviously I want bigger triceps. Who doesn't? You know, the triceps are 2/3 of your arm, so you really got to focus on the triceps. But you also don't want to focus too much because then you could overtrain. You know, if you even believe in overtraining, which I do. Some people say that overtraining is real, but it's very hard to do. I don't think it's hard to overtrain. I was doing rows with 120 dumbbells last night. Damn. Yeah. The most I ever did was that time when to take super draw when I was 21. I was doing like 85, 90-pound dumbbell rows. And now I'll be lucky to do 65 probably. But that's because I don't do them. If I actually trained with heavy dumbbell rows, I could probably get pretty decent. I could probably get, yeah, I got to do that. I got to get better. I got to get heavier dumbbells. Tries are fine, but they lag your chest and shoulders. Yeah. I've been doing a lot of the side lateral raises because, you know, it's working. Yeah, shoulders are coming in okay. It just takes a long time. And I'm getting thick, boys. I'm getting thick. Shoulders are my best body part, you think? See, I've been working on that lat spread. I've been getting better at it. But yeah, guys, I think that's about it for today. I got to go because I got to refuel, drink some water, and I got to eat. You know, if you want to grow, you got to eat. So I got to figure out what's for dinner, probably oatmeal and eggs. Okay? So, all right, guys. Yeah, good workout. Thank you, everybody. Have a good one. See you soon.